my little things that I got to do when I get in here. I'm a little bit early, and I'm talking to myself, and that's okay. All right. Okay. Whoops. Yes, I'm early. I might be chatting with myself today. Hey, Cindy. Good morning to you. Hi, Susan. Good morning. I know y'all are here, 2 of you, but it shows 1. Isn't that weird? Good morning. I haven't been here in a long time. I feel like a foreigner or something. I know, Susan. I'm either early, but I can't stand to be late. Can't stand it. I do too, Cindy. Talk to myself all the time. Mostly because I agree with myself all the time. So that's hope y'all are doing well today. Yeah, Susan, I talk to all my cats. You know, every night I go out and tell them good night, and I go up on the porch, and they're down there on the patio, and I look at them and I say, you know, I love you. Every single night I do that. You'd think it's my children that I'm putting to bed out there. That's how I treat them. You know, I love you. And every time I go out there, they just come running. Hey, y'all, I see that we've got 12 in here, but I only know of 2. Let me know if you're here. My cats are beginning to be my obsession. I mean, I worry about them constantly. That's why I would love to be able to have them in the house with me, and I cannot do it. Thank you for the thumbs up. If I didn't have Miss Key, I would have all of them in here. Good morning, Betty. Nice of you to come this morning. Buster Percy. Good morning from England. Oh, that's nice. See, this is my new calendar that I was given recently. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Linda. Oh, nice. Sunny day. California's been flooding out there, hasn't it? You know, I look at them. This was on their wedding day, and weren't they gorgeous? She was absolutely beautiful. And Philip, when he was young, oh my goodness, he was handsome. Good morning, Brenda. Nice to see you here this morning. Anyway, I hung my calendar up. I got this in the mail last week. It was a Christmas present, and what a beautiful thing. Hello, Rambling Rose. Oh, I'm so glad you came in. Yes, I was going to work on my patio today, and in fact I am. It's a sunny day. I started working out on my patio to finish enlarging it with those paver stones, and all of a sudden it came up the worst storm I've ever seen. My goodness, thunder, lightning. Of course, it scared Thule to death, and I had to come in the house and hold her because she's afraid. She's afraid of the storms, and it was terrible. And the lights flickered, and it got really dark. And I worried that we were under a tornado watch. I saw that, and sometimes I just don't want to watch the news at all if it's going to be bad news. Hello, Janet. How are you? Thank you for coming today. I hope everybody's doing well. So today, when I get done with the live, I'm going to go out and finish working on my walkway from the patio to the gate. Hi, Grace. Well, Grace, it may not be any fault of yours. It may be the fact that I have not consistently had my lives lately. I used to do it once a week, you know. Hi, Doris. How things going in Georgia today? Um, but I decided I wasn't going to do it today either, y'all. I wasn't going to do it. I was outside. I was looking at the work I had to do out there. I was out there with my cats, and I thought I'm going to go have live and shock everybody. Oh, really, Janet? Well, that was sweet of you. Good morning, Terry Lynn, Illinois. Um, it's going to be in the 70s here today, but we've been having nights as low as in the 30s. I mean, it'll warm up and it'll be 70 something, and that night we might be 30 something, and the next day we might be nearly 80. And it's that time of year when Mother Nature cannot make up her mind. That's nice, Janet. That sounds good. Oh, I wish we could see pictures of things that y'all do. Hi, Jeannie. Good morning to you. There's that little red house. I used to have a little shop in a. Hi, Mindy. Good morning. 43 degrees at Susan's house. I don't know. I looked at it a while ago to see how cold it was. Hello. Can't pronounce your name, but hello and welcome. Good morning, Gulf Coast Granny. How you doing? Sleet and snow in Michigan. Oh my gosh. Aren't we over this now? We're ready for our summer, our spring and summer. Yeah, that's right. That is absolutely right. I am ready for, not ready, good morning, Ambrosia. Ambrosia conjures up that wonderful salad with the fruit and pineapple and stuff in it. Me too, Mindy. Over it, over it. I'm ready now for some spring when I can work outside, but then of course then we've got summer and it's hotter than heck out there. Yeah, Jackie, good morning. Yeah, we did our spring forward a couple of weeks ago, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. Oh gosh, Granny. Good morning, Peggy. How are you? Nice to see all of y'all. Y'all hit that thumbs up for me, will you? That sure would be nice. You know, Jackie, I'm ready for them to say we're just going to have one time, and we don't. Now, see, I have to change the clocks in my car, and I hate doing that. I always have to get out the manual and look and see how it's done because I don't do it very often. So usually I get in there and it's 6 months wrong. So I go in there. It says 10 o'clock a.m., but it's really 9 o'clock or it's really 11 o'clock. And I go that way for 6 months and then I finally change it and then I have to do it all over again. I would like for there to be a single, and I think there was a bill introduced recently. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Midwestern Prepper. How are you? I know, Jackie, me too. It's always wrong for 6 months. Carico? Yeah, the weather is crazy. That's scary, isn't it, y'all? There are places that are having, like, California doesn't have uh, tornadoes, and they recently had a devastating tornado out there. Of course, they have all that other horrible weather to contend with, but they I don't I don't know what the statistics are on tornadoes in California, but that's just unheard of, I think. And yet we here in East Texas are used to them every fall and every spring. So it's tornado season coming up, y'all, and I don't want to have to get in the bathtub with my dogs, you know? What kind of plans y'all have today? I'm going to work and outside. I worked at Brian's for 3 days this week. And Friday morning, I got up and I thought, I am worn out, tired, just totally worn out. But I went out and worked anyway. Oh my gosh, Ambrosia, 12-hour shift. Well, I sat down yesterday. Right, Linda. Jet washing patios. I hear you, Rose. I hear you. Well, I imagine it looks great, Jackie. Jackie's the one that's got that gorgeous house. Good morning, Wildflower. Oh, cool, Cindy. I love stuff like that. I love those. Mindy, I would love to have a fence across just the front of my yard. You know, one of those little white picket fences. But then I'd have to weed eat and mow and all that around the whole thing. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm getting too old for projects. I just can't do it anymore. This patio was the biggest project I have done by myself that I haven't, you know, me too, Linda. It's the biggest project I've ever done all by myself. And it's extremely hard. Brian was using some cement around his pond, and he had it delivered out there. And he was taking these sacks to his pond and trying to reinforce the pond. He said, Mom, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how in the world you have been able to lay that patio out there with all those stepping stones. And it's huge now, y'all. I gained a whole 5 feet by taking in one side. Hello, Jan. Good morning. I've got 3 feet on one side and 2 feet on the other. Good morning, Diane. Good to see you. Yes, Jackie, I do. Hi, Sue. Good morning. I do wear gloves because I worry about scorpions. I have seen those buggers. Uh, Sue, I'm getting there. It's getting closer and closer, isn't it? I've got everything. I've ordered everything I need for my trip, and Brian loaned me his big suitcase, and he wants everybody to check their baggage in. But I've got a couple of things that I'm gonna do carry-ons. One is that big uh, tote that I showed y'all. I put them directly on the dirt. I remember when I had them delivered, and I was telling the guy that was delivering them, I said, I'm going to use these for a patio. And he said, oh, are you going to bring in all that sand and stamp it down and all that stuff? And I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm not doing that. I will put them down on the ground. Good morning, Joy. I'm going to, so I thought about it, and Brian asked me if I wanted to do that, and I said, no, not necessarily. I mean, I know it's once in a lifetime, but see, think about it. I only have really 2.5 days. Not really 3, because one is getting there, and one is going home. So I've only got really 2 full days to see all the things that I particularly want to see. I've already ruled out, hi Bina, how are you? I've ruled out going up in the Empire State Building. I know I can't do it, and there's no reason to pay the fee to do it, and for Brian and his friend to go up and me chicken out at the last minute. I know I can't do it, and so I stress just thinking about it. Yeah, well, yeah. So I know, the memorial Ground Zero thing. I'm not going to go in the museum either. I saw some videos about it, and there were people inside, and there were kids running all over the place, people talking loud and laughing. And y'all, that's hallowed ground in my opinion. That's like a cemetery. That's like a church. Behave. Go somewhere else if you want to laugh and tell jokes and let your kids run all over everything and get up on the exhibits and things like that. That is a place to be reverent and respectful of what happened in that space. I know, Mindy, and they're not. And it bothers me. It bothers the heck out of me, and I'm wondering if I went in there and I saw a bunch of kids all over everywhere, if I would go, where the heck are your parents? These people, these children, I got it. And these young people, I got it. Some weren't even born on 9/11 when that happened. Oh, Jackie. I bet. See, that's the thing. It's traumatic. But it deserves our utmost respect. It deserves, if you're going to talk, do it in hushed tones. Don't yell out. Don't laugh. I agree, Mindy. I agree. Be respectful of where you are and what happened there. And I know either I'd get mad in there or I'd bust out in tears, and that's likely what would happen. Yeah, Rose. Yeah, well, it's like, oh boy, that would burn me up for sure. Several years ago, we went to the Alamo in Texas. I've been many times to the Alamo. And there were kids running around and jumping all over everything and acting. And I got so upset over that. I don't understand it. I just don't understand. There are very few places in this country that deserve respect. The National Cemetery in Washington, D.C. is one of them. Ground Zero is another. The Alamo is another. There's many, many places that deserve just reverence. And I knew I would get mad, and so I'm not going to go there. I am going to go to the pools outside, you know, the waterfalls and so forth, a fountain I'm trying to get to. And I'm going to do some filming on that. And but that, I don't know how traumatic that's going to be for me either. I mean, I can't even watch that on YouTube anymore. Mine weren't either, Mindy. Mine weren't either. I can't even watch 9/11 thing on YouTube anymore in the museums without tearing up, without having a, you know, that ball that gets in the pit of your stomach when you know you're going to cry and bust out bawling and squalling. So I don't know, but I'm going to do it because it's going to be my only chance to do it, and I would just kick myself all day long if I didn't go see that, you know. Yeah, I saw that, Ambrosia. And there's some shorts, you know, those little shorts where where one girl climbed up on the conveyor belt in a Walmart and did a dance for TikTok. I mean, why do people do such stupid things? I gotta see what she said. Really, Jackie? I have not seen that. I saw something about it on YouTube and I didn't watch it. I know, Rose. You know what bothers me about it though? All those souvenir stands out in front where so many brave soldiers lost their lives. All those, I don't know, I think there should be a big fence or a wall around the whole darn thing, and uh, souvenir stands should, if they're going to have them at all, get away from there and don't have them near the front entrance. I hate that. I don't like that. I tell you what, it's a good thing I'm not the boss of things. It really is. Okay, y'all. Okay, so I got a note, a nice note. That was from LL Jean. I got that this week, and thank you very much, my dear. She's not here right now, but she must be busy doing something. I agree. I agree. We do. And I thank you very much. I went to the post office and there was that nice note. And I want to tell y'all about something. Have y'all seen the videos about something called Boomstick? BOOM, Boomstick. And it's, what it is wax, tinted wax in a little stick, roll-up stick, and instead of makeup, you're supposed to use this little boomstick. There's 3 different kinds. There's a moisturizer stick, there's a highlighter stick, and there's a blush stick. Okay, the boomstick is $80 plus if you order it. And I saw some people saying that they ordered that and they didn't care for it. Yeah. Okay, Linda, here's the thing. These are called KIMUSE on Amazon. Trio sticks. See them? Here they are. Okay? Now they are a moisturizer. Here's the moisturizer. Let me show you what it looks like. It's kind of hard, yeah. That's a moisturizer. Then there's blush. Now I like the blush a lot. Now look, it looks really dark, doesn't it? But it's not. I have it on. See? And you put a little on your cheeks and a little on your lips. The highlighter looks like this. I know, but it doesn't do that. The highlighter I put right up here, and a little bit on my chin and a little bit on my nose. It's not dark though. When you put it on, it's not dark. It's a nice color, isn't it? Y'all, right now they're on sale on Amazon for $18.99 from $31.98. They do the exact same thing exactly as the boomstick, which costs $80. You decide. Makeup malarkey. No, it's that, Jackie, it's my attempt at looking like I might have a little makeup on without having a lot of makeup on. It's my attempt at being a little bit made up somewhat if I want to go somewhere. I'm not going to do this every day. Absolutely not. I will do it maybe for some lives. I doubt very seriously I'll do it for all my videos, because you know how I am. If I decide to do a video, I'm going to do it. I know. Isn't that cool? Good morning, Becky. How are you? Oh, you did, Diane? Are you talking about the ones from Amazon? Really, $18.99 on sale now. I just noticed it this morning that they were on sale. They're not big. You see that? That's not great big. But that's quite a change from what the boomstick cost. And y'all, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same. It's a wax with some color in it. Yeah, see? That's all it is. Yeah, you can use the blush as a shadow. Okay, good, Diane, great. Yeah. You know what? You can just toss the blush in your purse if you want to, if you need to go out to eat or something and want to refresh your lips a little bit. But what I like about it, it's not sticky. Yep. And easy to do. So there's no sense in it is, Albina, I think so too. See how it's just a little bit, not enough, you know, not all made up. I don't have anything on my eyes. I know that maybe I should put blush on my eyes up there, just like Diane said. Let me look. That's the moisturizer. There you go. The moisturizer's nice too because it's a nice wax type thing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, here's this. All right, I'm going to take off my glasses. I can't see anything. You know I can't. I'm just feeling because I don't have a mirror in here. That's the best I can do without a mirror. Oh, look. Yeah, it gave a little bit of color. Okay. All right then. Right, that's what I did. Just used it as an eyeshadow. Anyway, there's that. So sometimes, now I did not discover that myself. I saw it. No, Jackie, I can't do it. I can't stand to even put eye drops in my eyes. I can't do it. Good idea, Diane. I didn't think about that. This is the first time I've used it since I got it. And I didn't think about using it as an eye shadow. I did the highlight up here. But I think that's a darn good deal if you want something that's very, very simple and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money for it, because that boomstick is, I think it's expensive. I just do. So I don't know how big they are. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, well, y'all, I tell you, I know that I need to work in my house. I need to vacuum the floors. I need to shampoo the carpets. I need to do all of that stuff. But I can't pass up a sunny day to work on my patio and be with my kitty cats. They're doing well. Mr. Biggie Boy. You're welcome, Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Albina. Mr. Biggie Boy no longer runs from me. And every morning when I go out to put their food out there, he's right down there at the bottom of the stairs, just kind of looking around the sides of the steps. But he doesn't run anymore. He doesn't run and jump over the fence. He doesn't. If I go down the steps, he's going to run off somewhere. Yeah, it is, Diane. But at least he doesn't run. He is a big boy, and I want him to be. Oh, and I looked out yesterday, and you know that blue, that bright blue patio table that I have kind of out a little further in my yard? I don't think so, Jackie. I can't remember what I ordered, but I had a carpet machine. And I can't remember the kind of it. Morning, Catnap. I don't know, Albina, if I'll ever be able to get a picture of him close up. He is afraid. He's beginning to trust me. Well, let's just say he's beginning to know that I'm not going to physically hurt him. And I'm not. I'm very, very careful. I lower my voice. I try to speak in my kitty cat voice when I'm talking to him. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Hi, Elaine. And I honestly, I'll go out there and go, it's okay, baby. You can come and eat breakfast with everybody. Yes, come on, come on. And he's learning. He's learning that I'm not a threat to him. I would not blame him if he never had anything to do with me, ever. He does not trust people, and I can see why. Of course, we all know there's people you can't trust, but then there are people who are just downright mean and nasty and black-hearted people that... Yeah, remember, Linda? I've got Georgie. He does, Jackie. I've got Georgie. I am so happy that I was doing the videos because I got Georgie. And and I had using my phone for my camera, you know, and he'd do my phone like that. they're fine with him, Diane. They're fine. Uh, and I thought that he would have a problem with Ginger because they're both big male cats, and I doubt seriously this big boy is spayed. I don't know. Becky, they hit him. Somebody hit him in the head with a rock. It was my neighbor, and I texted my neighbor one day, and I said, "Now I've got cats over here," and I described each one of them. And she said, "Oh," she said, "well, there's a big white one over here." Now, this was a while ago, several months ago, and she said, "Tell me your son hit him in the head with a rock." I texted her back, and I said, do not be mean and hurtful to animals. And she texted me back, "I'm not mean to any animals." She's such a dope. I said, "You just told me that your son hit that cat in the head with a rock. So that is mean to animals." And then she just kept texting back, "I didn't do it. I didn't." You are this person's mother. Convey the message. Kindly convey the message. Don't be hitting that cat. Now, y'all, this might result in me getting rid of my renters. I don't know. But I'm not going to have anybody abusing an animal. Not going to. They're not going to. It makes me so mad. I can't help it. I love my kitties. And can you imagine what if that boy, he's 21, 22 years old, if he hit my Ginger in the head with a rock, or my little LG, or my Smokey, or any of them that I've had here for over a year now? You know I'd go berserk. Mean-hearted. I don't believe in being cruel to animals. I just don't. Yeah, I was mad. I was really, really mad. Well, if it happens again, Diane, we're going to have a really serious talk. But I'm going to tell you something. If yeah, Susan. Yeah, you're right. I'll be calling all my subscribers. Send me $1. I need my bail money. So, yeah, that's right. But I would never know it. Yeah, we are, Albina. Absolutely. I would never know it. And she's not so stupid as to tell me if he does it again. So I'm just real careful. Thank goodness he's working all the time, or a lot of the time. But I can't stand cruelty to animals of any kind. You know, I had a little thing on yeah, Becky, here too. I had a little clip one time about that possum that's under the opossum up under the house. And I said, look, there's a shovel. I could have used a shovel. Ooh, the hate mail. the hate comments that I got after that of people that don't know me, don't know my heart, don't know my life, don't know how I have sacrificed for my animals. And you know I have. People that were angry as all get out at me, thinking I was really going to hit that opossum in the head with a shovel. Well, I took that off of YouTube because, I mean, it was awful. So, y'all, come on. There are people who have YouTube videos on here that are really, really cruel. But I am not one of them. I mean, Did it occur to anybody that maybe I had that patio erected out there, that roof over that patio, not for myself, but for my cats? Yeah, there are, Jackie. I wanted my cats to be able to eat their breakfast and their lunch and their dinner without being in the rain. Oh my God. That is horrible. I'm so sorry that happened. Oh my gosh. Shot in the face. Well, there are a lot of pictures, there especially shorts on YouTube now that show cruelty to animals, and I don't even watch them. I just immediately click off of them. If they show up, I just immediately go on to the next something another and don't watch them because I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. If I could, I'd take in every cat and every dog in the country, and I can't. And if I could, I would have all my cats out there in here sleeping all over these couches and beds and everything else. I know it, Mindy. I'm thinking of it. Yes, Jackie. They're gone. They got the last truck out of there about a week ago. And the owner of the property came down this last week and shut the gates and locked them. The trucks are gone. Of course, there's all that horrible wasteland and devastation. No, Becky, I didn't think about it, but I guess I should. But no, listen, here's the thing. It doesn't show anybody intentionally being mean to them. It shows somebody, say, coming up on an animal that's starving or abused, and they take them away and take them to vets. I assume they take them to vets. It's not, these things I'm talking about do not show anybody hurting an animal. They don't. That is reportable. But when somebody finds a stray and they take them to a vet or take them to a shelter, that is not reportable. That is something they're doing good. Yep. They're doing it. But it still hurts me to watch some of them, you know, because I see the condition that they're in when they come upon them. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how abused they must have been to have gotten that condition in the first place. I wish I had 100 acres and the whole thing was fenced. And it was a sanctuary for animals, dogs and cats. They could all run and play together. Man, I would love that. Wouldn't that be fun? So, yeah. There's my little thing that I was given recently. My little ornament. I'm beginning to, I don't know which I'm getting more of, the cat stuff over here or the queen stuff. No, I can't either, Mindy. I can't watch them. Donkeys can be mean little boogers, Diane. You know it? Those suckers can be mean. I once knew a lady who got knocked down by her donkey, and that he bit a chunk out of her leg. And she had to have surgery on that. She was in the same widows group that I was in on Facebook years ago, which I no longer am in anymore. I got in that because I needed to be around people who experienced the exact same thing that I was going through, and I wanted to know how they were coping and how they were learning to live again, you know, without their husband. And when I felt like I couldn't contribute to them anymore, and they could not contribute to me, then I left the group. But it did help me for a while, and I learned that a lot of them have a wonderful sense of humor, and they can laugh after the fact. Thank you so much, Teresa. There's a couple of donkeys across the road out here, and is it called baying that they do? You know, hee-haw, hee-haw. I hear them lots of times during the day, but I know that they're protective of, say, goats. A lot of folks have goats. Brian's got goats, you know, but he doesn't have a donkey. But a lot of them get the donkeys because they keep the coyotes away, which is a good thing. So they don't have to worry about them so much. Yeah, guard animals, exactly. They are. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you today? It's good to see you. Biscuit and Andy. Hey, Andy. Oh, little lambs. Lambs are so cute when they're little. So are little baby goats. Brian's goats had several babies over the years, and they are just absolutely adorable when they're born. They're so cute. And you can pick them up and they don't smell. But male goats, those things stink. Do you do special things on Easter, Jackie? We used to have, when I was a kid, you know, we'd have the whole family come, and my grandma, and they'd cook big dinners. And we'd go to church, and then we'd come home, and we'd have our big dinner. It was really nice. But I don't do anything anymore. When my Bobby was here, we cooked things. We had the kids here, but that's gone. Don't do that anymore. But I have great memories and a lot of pictures and all that kind of stuff. I wish that I had more film, more videos. Oh, that's cool, Becky. Oh my gosh, Diane, my goodness. Yes, coyotes are here out, or they were out in those woods. Now, they thinned out those woods like you would not believe, as y'all have seen the devastation of it. So typically, the coyotes won't just come out in the open very often. You know, years ago, I told you I looked out the window and I had let Daisy and Thule out the back. It was fenced, and let them run and play. And I looked out the window, and there was a big old coyote sitting right on the other side of that fence, that chain link fence, watching them. Oh my God, I screamed bloody murder and ran out there and scared that thing away. He was eyeing his dinner, wasn't he? He darn sure was. I've had people say that they will take off little animals. And I saw a video just the other day of a coyote coming up in somebody's yard on a residential street, grabbing a little girl by her underwear and trying to pull her off. And the daddy got out there. Tarantulas. The daddy got out there and got that little girl away. Jackie, I've never seen a tarantula here at all. We do have scorpions, but I have not seen a tarantula ever on my property. We have black widows, and we have, what is that one, y'all? You know what they're talking about. If they bite you, it eats the skin. just dissolves the skin. Brown recluse. We have those. In fact, Brian, one time, a couple of years ago, I had a broken pipe under my house, and he climbed under there. Yep, brown recluse. He climbed under there, and he said, I am getting out of here. And he came out of there, and he said, as he was working on those pipes, a spider jumped up. So those are moderators. They're my moderators in here. I only have 2 moderators, Diane and Susan Scott. Show her y'all show her your jewelry, your jewelry I gave you. But anyway, they take care of the trolls and the people who are rude, and we don't get those people very often. There's Susan. See, she's got a little wrench. There's Diane, got her little wrench. And they do a good job, too. That's right. You don't mess with them. They just quietly do their job and get that person out, and sometimes we never even know that's happened. Very, very seldom have we ever had what comes to mind. I hate to bring it up. I know y'all are sick of it, but y'all remember George? The George guy? Yes, Linda. Catalpa. That's it. Mine have worms on it. That great big tree in the back. I know, Susan. Yeah, those 2. I've got 2 big catalpa trees, one on each side of my backyard, and they're huge, huge. But the worms are all over my patio. They're crawling on the patio. I just pick them up and put them over. Sometimes the cats play with them, and slap at them and stuff like that. But most of the time, they don't worry about them. They don't bother them. I do too, Albina. I thought about her this morning. I did send her an email, and I've not heard a word from her. It's been September. It's the last time I heard from her, and that's a long, long time. So wherever she is, I hope she's well, and maybe just busy with her life, because she was very special, and I absolutely loved her, and I will miss her always. So I hate that. The ER nurse, we had her as a moderator also, but she has been ill. Me too, Diane. Me too. So that's all we have. We have 2. We don't need them. They come in. We don't have a lot of the trolls, so to speak, as a lot of people do, but we don't have a lot of drama here. No, Jackie, I haven't. I would like to do some azaleas. Linda, bear in mind, they get huge. The tree trunks get so large that you cannot put your arms around them. You just can't. You can't put your arms around. They are huge. That's right, Diane. They know better. But we don't. There's no drama. And usually those people like to go places where there's a lot of drama. There are a lot of channels that seem to, for some reason, having a great deal of drama going on right now between them and other channels. And I didn't realize that. Yeah, but bamboo is very evasive, and unless you want to keep trimming it back, you're going to have it encroaching on your yard. Boy, but it's a great privacy thing for sure. Anyway, I did not know that, there are Yeah, because they're so invasive, Susan. Exactly. Um, I would like to have some, actually. Anyway, yes, I'm thinking of azaleas. I'm thinking of putting azaleas across the back. We'd have to have big pots, Jackie. They grow really, really taller than a human, you know. But they're nice looking. I suppose a pot would be a good idea. I'm going to think about that. But I don't know where in the heck I'm going to buy bamboo. I've not seen it at nurseries or anything. Huh. I bet you could order it. You know, you can order anything you want to order from Amazon. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's bad, Susan. It will. It will invade. Uh, and they grow long up under the ground. Those long shoots and shoot out, and they're just before you know it, you've got a forest. So I wouldn't mind having it in the back of my property, though, you know, to kind of cover up the wasteland over there. The fact that the whole place has been absolutely butchered, that's just a crime against nature. Yep, it likes places by streams and things like that, wet places. I don't know. I'm gonna do azaleas. Okay, Elaine, thank you for coming in. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. I don't know about laurels. I don't even know what that is. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Laurels. I want something that'll frame, just go along the fence line, but not grow way out and not be 8 feet tall, something like that. I want it to where I can keep it in check. And I honestly don't really need to plant any more on this property. We overplanted this property when we first bought it years ago. Y'all didn't know, but Brian used to live in this house that's next door to me. And we lived about 5 miles down the road, and we bought this house. I remember I was 50 years old when we bought what is now my rent property. So we bought it when Brian graduated from Texas A&M, and he moved in and he paid the payment, and then later on we exchanged houses. He moved into our house, which was, like I said, 5 miles down the road, and we moved into the house next door, and we lived there 20 years, maybe. Well, not quite 20 years. But then we moved this little cottage in, and y'all know the story of how I got Rose Cottage. But yeah, we moved that in because it was going to be my shop, and it was my shop. I turned it into the shop, and then I had it made into a house so I could move in it. And I thought Bobby and I were going to be able to live in it for a while, but of course his health deteriorated quickly, and he only was able to live in this cottage for about 6 months. And oh, thank you, Linda, thank you. But I had visions, of us going out in the backyard and sitting in a swing and watching the dogs run and play. And that did not that did not come to pass, unfortunately. Um, Thank you. Thank you so much. But, you know, I've noticed there are an awful lot of us uh, in this community that have similar stories that, you know, when we get older, we have losses and they devastate us. So we learn to go on, and we try to make our life as comfortable as we possibly can for us. And little by little, over the years, over the last 5 years since it's been gone, I've added and done some. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Nice of you to come in. I've added some improvements. I finally figured out the right heating system. You'd think sitting in this chair with bundled up with everything in the world sitting on me to keep warm, you would think that I would have learned a good heating system, but I'm going to tell you that oil burner heater, man, that is a godsend to me. That thing has been fantastic. I am not super warm in the winter time, but I am no longer freezing myself to death in the winter either. So that has been a great thing. I really like that. I'm glad I got that. So little by little, yep, that learning to go on is a challenge, said Cindy. That is absolutely right. Y'all don't forget, Cindy has the channel, The Magic of Wigs, if you want to visit with her over there. But little by little, I've added to the house, and YouTube has given me, you know, I don't make a whole lot of money on my channel, but I make some amount of money on my channel. And usually it's like enough to pay, let's say, an electric bill. Well, no. It will help with an electric bill, or it will help with car insurance payment, or that kind of thing per month. So that's what YouTube has done for me, and I am tickled. It's my own fault that I have lost subscribers. And I had that video that went viral, and I gained 1,000 subscribers. And now I'm down like 48 subscribers that have left. And I don't blame them. I understand it. What people do is they see a video just like the one I did where I showed my house, inside my house, and they click on it and they decide to subscribe. Sorry, something's tickling my nose. And they think, oh, I like this. I'm going to watch this. And then either I don't make a video, or I make too few videos, or I make something that has nothing to do with decorating my house. But that's not what my channel is about anyway. It's not about decorating my house. It's about living alone as a widow on a very low income. And the things I do to make my life better, or the things I do to make my life more interesting, or, you know, that's what it's about. And I don't blame them for leaving. It didn't turn out to be, apparently, I don't know this is just I'm not worried about them anymore. I got real down in the dumps because I lost a whole bunch in one clump. And I got to thinking, hey, you know, it is what it is, and it's what I put into it. And I have loyal subscribers, and I have loyal videos like y'all, and I appreciate you more than you realize. And if I don't gain, and if I don't get any more, and if I don't go over 10,000, which was my goal, then I don't. But I can't worry about it. I can't stress about it. Like I said, it is what it is. And I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm thankful for the viewers I have. Just do you. Oh yeah, Jackie, I've got more. That video, that viral video brought me in quite a few. They do, Susan. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't understand what they do, why they do that. But here's the thing. Somebody the other day left me a comment and said, I haven't been watching your videos. And I went and looked and discovered that I am unsubscribed to your channel. So I don't get notifications when you post a video. YouTube, as Susan just said, I think YouTube deactivates subs who haven't watched in a while. That is exactly right, Susan. They do. Oh, I'm not worried, Cindy. I don't know. Oh, the one where I went viral, Susan? Is that what you mean? Thank you, Chris. Thanks so much. It says it's how I really? Well, I always click on there to notify subscribers. So what you have to do, y'all do this for me. Check first of all to see if you are subscribed, and check to see if you have notifications turned on. That's hitting that little bell and turn on notifications, because honestly, YouTube is not, it goes viral when a lot of people watch it at one time for whatever reason, and YouTube has put it in the YouTube puts it in the recommendations. Yeah, I do shorts too. YouTube will include it in the recommendations, and so it comes up on people's channels, on their YouTube channel. Yep. That's right. That's what the deal is. That's how it goes in the. That's when YouTube knows that people want to watch things. Aw. Well, darn, Susan, but that's sweet of you. Yep, Jackie. They do comment. They do that. They do that sometimes. They want to know, how did you enjoy the video and stuff. A lot of people click it away because they think it's some kind of spam, but it's not. It's YouTube asking, do you want to see this video, and do you want to see more like it? And that's what that means. And it helps out the person who has the video. It helps out the channel. I don't know about what YouTube thinks. I don't know, but I know that there are a lot of people that were subscribed to me that are not anymore. Hi, Tina. Welcome. That's sweet, Sue. Sweet Sue. There's a song like that, isn't it? Sweet Sue, it's you. You're always nice, Jackie. You're always nice. I've never seen you not be nice. So, anyway, you got to stay on top of YouTube all the time, and it's getting to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? If you don't get your notifications and stuff like that, you're like, well, heck, I have been loyal to this person. Let me see her videos. I've lost, like I said, I've lost a lot, but I cannot worry about it, y'all. I can't. I got down in the dumps about it there for a while, and I'm thinking, this is no fun. This is not fun anymore. But I can't worry about it. Oh, clickbait. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of clickbaits. Jackie. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those clickbaits because there's one that goes, sad to say that beloved actor so and so passed away today. And you're like, oh no, oh no, really? And you'll look at the video and they might have died 6 years ago, or they may be just fine, and they're just clickbaits. I think clickbait videos should be banned. I really do. That's ridiculous. Because I like to. No, Tina, I go in April. Catnap, kitties are doing great. Yeah, Diane, me too. There's a lot of clickbaits like I can't stand this anymore. I just can't. That's a clickbait. And I know y'all have seen those. And shame on them. That's exactly right. Susan, that's exactly right. So, anyway, if I really had something horrible to say, I'm going to get on there and say it, but free medications for life. No, I don't have that. You do, Chris? Well, that is sweet. Okay, let me see. I've lost that. Hi, Susie. 22 from the food pantry. You know, I've never been to a food pantry. People tell me I qualify. I know I do for the food pantry. I've heard that, Albina. A bagel and a pizza. Pizza, and a bagel. Well, that's nice of you, Chris. I thank you so much. Thank you. I have started watching lives, different lives, and I enjoy them a lot. I like the ones, especially when you actually see the person, as opposed to a little picture. But I will still watch the little picture ones if I like what they're doing, or like what they're saying, or I happen to like the content creator. Pili, I have a wonderful community. These people are fantastic. I love them. They're good. They're kind. They're loving. They're generous, and they're good to one another. And they don't bring drama, and they don't bring hatred, and they don't bash other people. And I think, and they don't bash other channels as well. Now, it's one thing to say so-and-so's channel did this or that, but when you sit and you bash the devil out of another channel, you got to be careful, because that's going to come back on you eventually. They're just a good group. Oh my gosh, snow. Oh my gosh, and I can't, I don't know what it's going to, it's cool out there on my patio this morning, because I took my coffee out and had coffee. ZZ, where have you been, girl? April, the middle of April, Susie, is when I go. It's good to see you, ZZ. I think about you a lot, lady. You don't know I do, but I do. Suggestions. No, I'm not going to. I don't know how to swim. I'm never going to go on a cruise. Never. This trip to New York, as I said, is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip, because I've never been that far Northeast, and I've never been on a plane. And so this is my moment. Oh my gosh, Tina. I don't think I could stand that. Yep, I will love it. I will love going. I will love going. No, I know there's some people that actually live on a cruise ship all year long. Gilmer? What do you mean, Gilmore? Me too, Tina. Hi, Nelda. You know, it's okay. You're here. That's all that matters. It's good to see you. What do you mean, Gilmore, Jackie? Hello, Susan. No, I'm not worried about it, Susie. Gilmer, 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 Texas. Thank you, Diane. Yep. Clicking two of those things off my bucket list. You know, he had sent me a text one day and he said, if you could go anywhere you want, no, you said Gilmore, Gilmore, Jackie, but that's okay. But that's why I wanted to know what you meant, because it's Gilmer, Gilmer, Texas, and I can't imagine anybody wanting to go to Gilmer, Texas. But you know, I would like to go to London, Jackie. I really would. That's a whole lot better than going to Gilmer. So anyway, I forgot what I was even saying. What was I saying? Oh, Janet said it. I saw the J. Hi, Martha. Well, Martha, just jump right in and say whatever you want. We're happy to have you here. Yeah, ZZ, I know it. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you. I'm glad you came in. I got you, Jackie. I see it now. Famous Gilmer. Okay, I got you. Well, I saw a J, and that's all I saw. Sometimes my chat comes up, and I have to keep punching a little, Janet, I have to keep punching this little button to get it to stay on my screen, or else it disappears, and that's why I thought it was Jackie, just because I saw the J, and that's all I saw. So anyway, it's Gilmer. Yeah, it was you. You're naughty. The famous post office. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with them. Oh my gosh, Sue, Downton Abbey. A year or so ago, I found Downton Abbey on, I don't know, was it Netflix or was it Prime? I don't, what? What did the chicken see when she looked at the lettuce? Albina, we're going to right here. Tell us the answer. Caesar salad. Thank you very much. That's cute. Yep. I bet you know we're going to, that's on a Saturday. Oh, let me finish Downton Abbey. Okay, what I did was I found Downton Abbey and I binge watched it. Good for you. Good for you, Martha. I binge watched that thing and I would watch it for hours and hours and hours and sit here, and then I would get so tired I just couldn't stand it anymore, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. And I went to sleep and I slept for a couple of hours maybe, and I get up and watch the rest of Downton Abbey, and I'd have to write it down where the last episode, and man, I just absolutely love that show. Loved it. Okay, now Albina, you know we're going on May the 6th is King Charles's coronation, and we're having our little tea party right here from Gilmer, Texas, the famous Gilmer, Texas, and I'm wearing my fascinator. I'm wearing my fascinator and my pearls and my brooch, and we're going to have tea. That's what we're doing. I may wear gloves. I'm not sure. Yes. And it's interesting to watch the making of Downton Abbey. There's one of those as well. I think watching Downton Abbey like I did and really getting into it is what really made me love, all things royal. Yeah, that's what we're going to have. Coronation Tea Party. That's what we're going to have. So y'all, that's right, Jackie. My cats are precious and wonderful and great, and I love them. I like upstairs, downstairs too, and I can't find it anymore, Susan. Oh, Susie, I'm sad over them. I don't know what to think. I just don't know what to think. We don't know what truly happens to other people. I know, the Dowager. What's her name, y'all, who played the Dowager? What's her name, I'm not going to read it, Tina, and I won't buy it because I'm not going to support. Yes, Maggie Smith. Well, have you watched the new episode of Downton Abbey? Because I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you about it in case you haven't watched it. It's a spoiler. It would be a spoiler, and I don't want to do that to you. So you need to watch the new episode of it, and it is out now, and has been for a while. Yeah. Because she's great, and I loved her. She had a great sense of humor, a really kind of mean sense of humor, though, I like her. I love those, all of those. Yeah. They have They have great shows. They know how to make a movie, that's for sure, or a series, that's for sure. Right, Albina. Dry sense of humor. I've watched Call the Midwife. Diana Rigg. She was in a series years ago. No, Becky. No. There's no way. That's all it is. That's rumors and more clickbait. Kay wouldn't do that. Look at her. She's in that role of princess and doing a fantastic job, and absolutely no. Gilmer, Texas. I know. She's not going to do that. I mean, she's got 3 children, and they look at their faces when they look at one another, y'all. That's a wonderful. I hope they keep that up until they're old and gray, don't you? Those folks love one another, William and Catherine, and there's no way. It bothers me, those kind of rumors. It really does. I don't understand it. You can, Jackie. You certainly can. They are beautiful. And she's gorgeous. I saw this little quick YouTube video, and it's got a picture of Catherine and Meghan, but two different pictures put side by side, and it said on Catherine's, it's a beautiful outfit she's got on, it says, "What I ordered," and on Meghan's it says, "What I got." And Meghan's got that green outfit on with that green little pillbox hat and that cape and that green dress and green shoes, and what I ordered on Catherine's and what I got. That was a really clever title on that one. So Catherine knows how to dress. That is absolutely fact. I saw it, Becky. I saw something similar to that too. I don't know when the man has time for it, do you? I mean, he's all over the place. I hope they laugh at him, ZZ. I hope they laugh at him and not feel that they are being attacked, which they really are being attacked, but maybe I hope they don't see the majority of them. And I guess that's the way we all ought to look at things. We all hear things that other people may have said about us, and don't take it to heart, because those people that say cruel, mean things about us, at the end of the day, do they matter? Are they bringing a loaf of bread to your table? Are they sitting with you and holding your hand when you feel alone? No, they are not. So they are not important in your life. And so when we hear things that people say about us, and I used to get an email all the darn time about, I had a little screenshot maybe about something that somebody said about me and somebody else's channel. Uh, and I'm thinking, what am I can't do anything about this. And you put it in my head now, and it's in there, and I can't get rid of it. You can't unsee something, but there's nothing I can do about what people think about us. They're going to think about us the way they want to, and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, they didn't want attention. They wanted a private life and be left alone, and now that's all they've done is cry for attention. So that right there makes them that right there shows that they're liars. They just flat are. So we need not give them the attention that they deserve, they really don't want, but yet they do. They didn't want royal titles either, and now they just think that's the most wonderful thing ever. Well, let them do it. I don't know what they're going to do about the coronation, whether they're going to go or whether they're not. They want a place on the balcony now, and you know that is reserved for working royals. Yeah, I agree, Jackie, but of course they are news, and they sell newspapers, they sell movies, and they sell, you know. Well, I don't know, Jackie. But they're not granted a place on the balcony. And they wanted that. That's their condition for coming. Hey, somebody invites you to a tea party, and you send back, well, I'm going to come to your tea party, but I want you to have some carrot cake. You don't get to make the rules, ma'am. You don't. You come and you eat what we serve, or you don't come. I don't either, Wildflower. I don't know. You know, I got a lot to say about my family too, but I'm not going to write a book about it, and nobody would care anyway. See, if he wasn't who he was, nobody would buy his stupid book, would they? Me too, ZZ, and I liked him. I liked him a lot. I liked Harry a lot. And I don't know whether he's been totally had the wool pulled over his eyes by what they call the American actress. They are sort of comparing her to Wallace Simpson. And I can see why. But I don't know if he was just totally fooled. Doesn't he have a brain in his head? I mean, good grief. Jackie, you know, I got a thing about presidents, American presidents. I don't like them all, but I don't hate any of them. But they're our president. There's nothing we can do about it. They were voted in. They may do some stupid things, and they may make stupid decisions. But as long as they're the president, you know, I love my country. I love my flag. Our president deserves our respect as Americans, and we don't have to like them. It's just they still deserve our respect no matter what, because of who they are. And I don't know. I'm gonna You know, had Hillary Clinton got to be president, I don't like Hillary Clinton at all. But if she was our president, then I respect her. Yeah, Diane. I'm wondering, they sure are calling attention to a lot of, aw, Chris, thank you, sweetheart, um, to the fact that poor President Biden, I mean, he nearly walks off the podium. They have to turn him around and kind of push him the right way to go, and he's quite elderly now. He's 80 something, isn't he, y'all? But I don't like that people make fun of him. You know, the news and reports and stuff make fun of him. Uh, it's like I wouldn't like it if somebody made fun of my husband because his mental capacity wasn't 100%. I don't know. I think Boris, wasn't he the one with the awful hair? He and Donald Trump but should have been brothers. Thanks, Kat. Thank you for coming in. Have a good weekend. You take care. We're coming up on an hour and 38 minutes. Exactly. That is right. I hear you. Dodgy hair. That's it. Dodgy. I love, I love, I love their sayings, British sayings. Uh, I learned something. I knew one the other day. Now I've already lost it. Forgot what it was. Dadgummit. Oh, the word was commode, as opposed to using the word toilet. I have used the word commode all my life, but a lot of people call it a toilet. I don't like the word toilet. I think it's an ugly word. Commode is a little more classy. That's the way I see it anyway. So, oops, that shows you what I've been watching, doesn't it, y'all? Me too, Sue. Your mates. Restroom as opposed to bathroom. I think so too, Diane. Commode. Southern saying. Jackie, loo. I need to go to the loo. 12 toilet. Or the can. That's it. They would say, I think that the soldiers would call it the can. I got a new loo just about 2 months ago. I had to go get a new loo because it no longer flushed. And that was a pain in the neck, pouring a gallon of water in it every time you need to flush it. I did it for months and months and months because I couldn't buy a new loo. I think so too, Becky, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it. It's like being at a dinner party with all those forks and knives and spoons. I know you start from the outside and you work your way in. That's all I know. I am not and never will be fit for high society. Latrine, oh yeah. Bug. Oh. The toilets, aisle 12. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny today. Outhouse. My grandmother had an outhouse. And it was way out past their house when I was a kid. You don't go out there at night, that's for sure. But it scared the heck out of me. Because, spiders and stuff like that. But it was fun to go there. They lived in Dallas at the time, and it was before Dallas was overrun with people. Their house was in the country, which is now a freeway. But anyway, they had an outdoor water pump, and I loved that, and they had an outhouse. I see it to this day, and yet that's been, oh my gosh, 60 more years since I was there. I don't like spiders and snakes. That's right, spiders and snakes. I don't like spiders. No outhouse. I don't care if you had a flashlight. You do not go out there at night. But it was fun. It was fun when, I used to love to go there because I love the pump outside the back door. It's just coldest, the sweetest water in the world comes from a well in Texas. So I miss that part of my life. Had a good time. Well, y'all, we're getting an hour and 44 minutes. Yes, well water, Diane. I have a well here, but it needs a pump. I need a pump, and I don't even know if it's still viable. And there's no sense in putting the money into it. Oh my gosh, Susie. Jackie, thank you so much, honey, for coming. I appreciate you so much. You're a good, loyal viewer, and I appreciate you. Well, y'all, I guess it's time to shut it down. And I want to tell you how much you all mean to me, and you mean a lot to me. And I love you, love you, love you. And I thank you for coming. I hope you have a great weekend. Go be nice to somebody, and they'll be nice to you. And if you see an animal out there, grab it and hug it if you can, because they need love too. Bye bye, y'all. Love y'all.